Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Tina Strawn. I am one of the co-founders of Here4TheKids, along with Saira Rao, and you will be hearing from her in just a few moments. Before we begin, I would like to ask and invite everyone to pause and take a few moments to honor the lives of the people, the children, the teenagers that we have lost due to gun violence this year. And so wherever you are, if you would either just briefly shut down your eyes or soften your gaze as we just take these next few moments to think about, to remember that we are here because of every life that we have lost due to gun violence, and our pledge and commitment that time's up. Thank you. We will be sharing with you more details about the song Time's Up that you just heard a little bit later. First, I just want to welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining us on this call. We have been waiting for this moment and getting ready to speak with you, and we are really excited to be here with you. So we have taken the past 3 months to rest and repair and restructure. And so briefly, I just want to share with you a little bit about our very first action that took place on June 5th, where many of you showed up to demand that Governor Jared Polis sign an executive order to ban guns and buy them back. And while he did not sign that executive order, what happened is that we started a movement. So many of you showed up, whether it was all of the white women that showed up at the Capitol in Denver, or all of the folks that participated through our remote campaign. We made our voices heard. We had over 122 press hits. And the way that we measured success was to see the action of so many people who are ready to end American gun violence culture. We have the start of a movement to ban guns and buy them back. And we have the start of a movement for abolition. Abolition, you're going to be hearing that word from us over and over and over again, because we are in a state of emergency.
Thank you, Tina. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Saira Rao. I am Tina's co-founder at Here4TheKids. And like Tina just said, there's stuff that we need to really normalize and formalize. And one of those things is abolition. Abolition, abolition, abolition. Number one. Number two, we are in a state of emergency. A state of emergency. People need to really let that sink into their brains and their hearts. A state of emergency. We have 2 existential threats right now. It's not just guns. It is absolutely guns, the number 1 killer of our kids and teens. It is guns and climate catastrophe. It's not global warming. It's not climate change. It is climate catastrophe. It is climate genocide. It is coming for all of us. It already has. There are climate scientists saying right now this was our first extinction summer. They're calling it that, first extinction summer. No one anticipated Maui burning down. We've already forgotten about that. Waters off the coast of Florida boiling, literally hot tub temperature. Vegas was just flooded. The world is flooding. The world is burning. The world is overheating. We have two existential crises: guns in America, climate catastrophe in America, and everywhere else. So we are going after both. This is an abolition strategy going after both guns and fossil fuels. And I'll let Tina go ahead, walk us through what that's going to look like for our next action.
Thanks, Saira. Okay, this is what we've all been waiting for. Here is the next action. It is a three-prong approach. First, there will be a national rally that we are holding on Saturday, March 9th, 2024. We are inviting 250,000 of you to join us, show up in Washington, D.C., where we will demand that President Joe Biden sign an executive order to ban guns and buy them back, and also to sign an executive order to ban fossil fuels. So we are no longer going state by state. We do not have time anymore to go to the governors one by one. We are going directly to the person who holds the most power, and that is President Joe Biden. So that's the first step, is the national rally. Next, there will be regional and global rallies taking place simultaneously, also on March 9th, 2024. So we want to invite everyone who can to join us at the Capitol in DC, everyone. And for those who are not able to meet us in DC, join a regional or a global rally. And then the third part of this approach is a general strike. We will be going on general strike to make our demands that that guns are banned, that fossil fuels are banned, and we will be giving more information about this strike in the weeks to come.
All right. Everyone here knows what the problems are. You wouldn't be here otherwise. So how do we make this happen? How do we make this happen? And, you know, while we took this pause over the summer, I can tell you that the folks on the leadership team hardly paused. We'd been thinking and talking to hundreds and hundreds of people. What worked? What didn't work? Where should we go from here? And we've kind of isolated the biggest challenge in all of it. It is our violent indifference. It is our violent indifference to our kids' pain and suffering, to our teens' pain and suffering, to our own pain and suffering. So some of us think, some of us feel we are lacking in a connection between the two, and that is by design. That is by design by fascists, which are running the country, taking over the globe, actually. So number one, we have to get past our violent indifference and have our brain and our heart connected. Once we do that, we will naturally recognize our power to affect change. Once we recognize our power to affect change, we acknowledge our duty. We have a duty to act. We cannot do this alone. This requires collective action. Collective change requires the collective. We have to bring others along with us. It will not work otherwise. This cannot be a Tina and Saira show. This cannot be a leadership for Here for the Kids show. We need hundreds and thousands of people to come along, period. That's where you all come in. This is it. We are it. We are it. Those of us on this call, this is it. There's not a magical cavalry, as we said, it's us. So what does that look like? A bunch of things. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? We hear this all the time. What can we do? Well, here's some very basic things we can do. Number one, all of this is in service to March 9th. March 9th. Put that brain in that date in your brain. Okay. March 9th. Music. That beautiful song you heard at the top of the hour is by Lena Cooper, who's a Ukrainian refugee, and Ink, a duo out of Los Angeles, who literally stepped up to the plate, raised their hand, and said, we want to use our time and talent for this. It's an anthem. So while the fascists are like Jason Aldean, they have anthems. What do most liberals do? They're just talking about Jason Aldean. We need to create our own anthems. We need to stop consuming their stuff and create our own stuff. So thank you to Lena Cooper and to Ink for that beautiful first song. Other musicians, come along. If you know a musician or you are a musician, contact me. My email is widely available, rao.saira@gmail. Contact me. We need art. We need muralists. If you or someone you know is an artist or a muralist, contact me. We need you. Number 3, social media. We need folks to follow, tag, comment, share. We need a social media task force. So lots of folks will DM us and be like, look at this, look at this. Instead of doing that, every time you see a social media post, be it LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, tag Here for the Kids. Ask people to join us. Just tag. Traditional media. We got 122 press hits, thanks to Kelly Taylor, our brilliant publicist, on June the 5th and before and after. We need more media. If you are a journalist, if you know a journalist, please get us in touch. Please get us in touch. Again, you can contact me, you can contact Kelly Taylor. Okay, lastly, I'm going to talk about the thing that nobody likes to talk about, which is money. Banning Muslims, banning abortion, banning books, banning Black history, banning trans children has cost the fascists billions of dollars. It has not come cheap. We need to raise money. The guns are not going to ban themselves. Fossil fuels are not going to ban themselves. We need money to do this. We are looking to raise $3.5 million, which is cheap, frankly, for those banning fossil fuels and guns. Tina and I cannot do it alone. We will not do it alone. It won't work. Everybody has to pitch in. What does that look like? If you want to host a fundraiser, we're doing fundraisers already on the books. If you're in one of these cities, we'd like for you to come. Atlanta, New York City, Miami, and Los Angeles. Those are already on the books. Wherever it is that you live, we would love for you to host a fundraiser. Again, you can email me and I can put you in the right direction. That's number 1. Number 2, everybody needs to donate. It can be $2. It can be $5. It can be $25. It can be $2,500. I would like us to start right now. We have 500 people on this call. If everyone makes a donation today, right now, which I would love to take a second, please go to this link right now. I'm going to pause for 30 seconds for people to click on that link and make a monthly donation. It can be $5. $5. So I'm just going to take a pause. Okay. That's really it. I mean, that's where we're going to start. We have a lot of work to do. So there'll be a lot more information forthcoming. But for now, we are here to ban guns. We are here to ban fossil fuels. We are an abolitionist movement, banning all that harms us. We are inviting everybody, every single person. There's not a unique group that we're inviting on March 9th. Every single person is being invited on March 9th to either come to DC or participate in a regional or global rally. There will be a general strike. We will have a lot more information on all of this forthcoming. In the meantime, donate, follow, tag, bring others along, host a fundraiser, music. Look at how moving that song by Lena Cooper and Ink was and is. And that's going to drop formally on September 15th. There's a concert they're going to perform in Denver. If you live in Denver, go to my Instagram, in my link tree, there's tickets right there. Please go to that concert. And muralists, artists, chefs, culinary, this is a movement of humanity. So with humanity, we need arts. This is going to be a movement of humanity and arts. I want to end with this. The abolitionists, the early abolitionists during chattel slavery were called insane. We're called divisive. We're called stupid. We're told that it was going to be impossible. And they're like, you know what? We're not going to try to keep regulating inhumanity. We're going to fight our fucking asses off for humanity. That's who we are. And that is what we are here to do. And we can, and we will, and we are going to ban guns and ban fossil fuels. And we're going to do it together. And it's going to be fucking awesome. Thank you.